and happy holidays, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying some time off this season. I made a few bars or loaves of soap yesterday, so I thought might as well film the cutting since it's always fun to show the cut. So this one I'm almost actually done cutting. I made 76 bars more of my Squeeze the Day soap. This guy, if you bought it before, there'll be more available. I sold out of it, but there'll be more available in 6 weeks. It has activated charcoal in the bottom, and then I've got some ground orange peel, pink Himalayan salt, kale and clay, rose clay. It's really nice soap. I used this one at my bathroom sink for quite a while till it ran out. It was sad to see it go. So it's got a nice exfoliation in there because of the salt. And then I did salt on the top too, which is why I have it tilted so that the salt is at the very back. You always want to do that if you have any type of decorative like flower petals or salts or anything on the top of your soaps. Look at all the salt on my guy. You always want to turn it towards yourself. Otherwise what happens when you put through the wire cutter is it actually will leave like big scars through the bars, and nobody wants that. So this way it's on the very outer edge. The only advice I would give is when you get to the bottom, close your eyes right before it clicks, because it'll actually shoot sometimes salt up into your face, and that's not always fun. So I just have a bunch of salt on the edge here in a garbage can, and just there we go. Clearing up for the next ones. Okay, so the next two that I've got here are two different patchouli blends. About a year ago, I had someone ask me for, well, a year and a half ago now, for a patchouli whipped body butter, and then someone asked me for patchouli soap, and it just expanded from there. So I do 2 different blends. This one is my Boheme Dreams, which I just sold out of a couple of weeks ago. At one of the Christmas markets, someone scooped up the last one. So I did a little bit of salt on the top of this one as well. And this is just a plain, I didn't do any colorant in here. The only thing fancy is the salt on the top. I do have some oats and kale and clay in the mix. It's a really nice soft soap. So again, I'm going to turn it towards myself so I don't get those drag marks. So just lining it up. Oh, this is a tough one. It's cool, the way it looks kind of greeny inside. That's from the essential oil blend. I noticed too when I was mixing it, it looked kind of greeny, but it always does. And then as it cures, it goes to this nice, just soap, creamy off-white color. But until it's cured, and not even cured, like in about a week, if that, that'll totally go away. So these guys are boring. I'm just going to get them off so we can cut the next one. The next one is also, again, a patchouli, but it's a blend that I did custom with some cedarwood, clary sage, and ylang ylang? No, ylang. I can't remember what the other one is, but it's really nice. I actually did up this blend custom for a wedding. I had the loveliest couple commissioned me to do soaps for their wedding, and we did his and hers, and it was just so much fun. They're the nicest, most beautiful humans you could meet. They were just so lovely, and they came over and we did some custom blends just for them. But now that their wedding is over, I want to share those lovely fragrances with you. So this is my sniffer on the end, a 3/4 bar. Alright. You'll notice I'm always wiping down my wires in between each. That little bit of soap that gets stuck on the wires too will also create drag marks in your soap, so you always want to give that a wipe down so that you don't get those oogie drag marks. Alright, I'm just going to show you. There it is in the mold. These molds I actually got off of Amazon. I don't like buying off of Amazon. I haven't ordered anything off of Amazon for probably a year. Not a big fan of that guy, the owner of Amazon. So I try not to support him, but you know, sometimes. So I got these molds a while ago. This is nice. Oh, I love this. Oh my god. So, can you see the purple? See that purple in there? So cool. So the color I used, I'll show you because it's like mind-blowing. The color I used is this custom green that I made up. It's like a pure coloring green. Hopefully you can see it, and I don't dump it on the table. It is a green. But with the patchouli, usually it goes red. I was not actually expecting purple. But different times of year, I find, just with their humidity or lack thereof, now they're in the deep freeze, it changes things slightly. So instead of getting red, for the most part, I've got this gorge purple. And then the avocado kind of color, that's actually from matcha tea. So I've got some powdered matcha tea that I picked up at the Bulk Barn. It's full of really good antioxidants. It's actually quite good for your skin, and it lightly exfoliates, which is cool. So that matcha, that fun, oh my god, I love it. That matcha is going to go slightly more on the brown side. It won't stay quite that avocado green, but in some areas it will. And then we got that cool purple and the dots. So cool. That might even be the matcha as well, because it I mixed it with some water, and I still had a couple little lumps, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool because they've been nice exfoliation spots, so I left them, and so that could be them. And then I was expecting, again, the green to actually go red, so I've named this one River Valley, and I thought that the red would kind of look like fall or flowers or even bark in the River Valley. You know, when you go for a walk down in Edmonton here, the River Valley walk is always so lovely. Instead we got the purple, but I'm digging it. Like, it's kind of like flowers. Very fun. I preferred this blend myself, but both of them are super popular for the patchouli lovers. They've been a real hit. Alright, the sniffer. So this one too will be ready in 6 weeks. I think it's December 30th today. So around Valentine's. Awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll be making more soap, probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. So maybe I'll have another video in a couple days for you. Cheers.